won't complain. Good evening. I'll see you. Bye. What about the hill that you had to climb, and the roads may seem long and winding? But when you look things over, oh my God, my God, my God, all of your good days outweigh your bad days. So therefore, how could you complain?
I'm assuming by now you figured out this is the Birdman. What you heard there was a couple of my locals. They're worshiping. Even on Channel 6, they worship the gods. You know, I'll be the first to say it, and I'm white. Black folks got some God in them, regardless of what goes down out here. But, welcome to the HD camcorder. It is September 11, 2013. And, you know, we'll take a minute to remember those we lost here in New York. Trade centers came down. I'm going to turn down the volume for a moment. Yes, sir. 9/11. All right, so what happens here? This is what happens. You know, the Birdman channel, we don't only make fun and poke at people and, you know, twist people up. We want to give you guys a video, you know, to see something. You know, a lot of you guys probably seen this thing, you know exactly what it is. But there's guys out there similar to myself who about 2 years ago didn't know what this was. See, the Birdman's been on the radio not long at all. Anyway, this is an RCI 2950. You hear that? That's my cell phone. That's the bird woman. That's enough of that. She can wait. But this is an RCI 2950. This is the first generation. It's without the battery. Yeah, it's loaded. It's loaded. It's got its full service mods, if you will. It does right. Right. This particular radio was given to me. It was a gift. It was a gift to the Birdman from a very good friend of the Birdman's. Actually, the person who brought the Birdman into the hobby. In his words, this particular radio, he called it the Legend. Goes, this is the Legend. I take it at his word, and I did some homework, and the man is right. This radio is a legend. I'm going to show you the inside of this radio. You know, we just don't talk smack here. You know, we pull out a couple of screws, and I'm going to show you the inside of this radio. This particular radio right here actually took lightning damage. Took lightning damage, and it was decommissioned. Everybody said this radio was finished because the boards, the PCB boards inside, were so thin that it couldn't be resurrected, and that I might as well throw it in the garbage or release it for parts because there hasn't been a board for it in years. Well, this radio was repaired in the Bronx, in Bronx, New York, by a shop called Delta, by a technician named Sam. No, I never been to Delta. No, I do not know Sam. This radio was repaired for me through the friend who gave it to me. And when it was returned, it was in full working order. Aligned, working, repaired. As of recently, I had another technician out here on Long Island who installed the receive mod, the Zener diodes, Schottky diodes mod to quiet up the receive. Because truth be told, this radio is very noisy. Well, now that you've seen some of its functions, you see that it's working. I'm going to lift the top cover. The screws are already out. You know, I just want to, because there's been questions, you know, even by me, and no one was able to answer them. And a lot of information is out there, but also a lot of information tends to be safeguarded or made more complicated than what it really is. Here we go. Just to prove that this radio does function. How about that man of war, man of war, man of war on the apple trees?
Come on, Birdman, I'm reading it, man.
Mr. Man of War, I appreciate you responding to the Birdman's beckon and call here, calling me out. Mr. Man of War, the Birdman says good morning. All right, mister. I'm going to be on the side for a little bit. I'll key up on you again. Go ahead, man. Grab that skip while it's still rolling in.
I'm planning to go nowhere.
To the Man of War. The people's Man of War. You know, we're just trying to make this right. All right, I'm going to rest this camera down. I'm going to rest it down right here. Put this cover on it right there. And turn it over. Okay. Yeah, the Birdman smokes. This is the inside of the radio. I know you know what that is behind the face. You can see 2 techs that work on this radio. Very steady-handed and very clean. The work is clean. There's not 100,000 wires all over the place. You see how it's all zip tied up? Nice. No, I didn't do that to make people look good. They did that so they could look good. They did a wonderful job. Take a look at the inside of this radio. Right. Sorry guys, I'm a little shaky. See those capacitors right there? Let me see. Let me see if I can find it because it's kind of difficult. Yeah, it's kind of hard with these. Turn this radio around. When the radio took lightning, that capacitor in the center of your screen, that capacitor, and let me see, let me find the center again. That one there and there, that whole side of the radio, that blue capacitor all the way in the corner, all the big caps basically were Mahascarized. See what's going on in here? The radio was saved. The receive mod that was put in by our local tech out here, PM Electronics, worked flawlessly. My radio came back minted. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the legend, as they called it. Let me put this camera down. And that's it. RCI 2950, first generation, for your viewing pleasure. If I get it twisted, it does have the original mic. Bye, 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 bye.